substitution has made a difference. He's barely been in the game, Ladapo. He's come on, barely had a touch, but we've allowed him to get the ball into feet, and it was a tired bit of defending from the two centre-halves. I think it was Lavelle that was tight on him, and Ladapo's managed to take the first touch inside onto that favoured right foot, and he's drilled a shot from 19, 20 yards past Walcott on the right-hand side. It was a fierce strike, but the question mark could be over allowing a centre-forward to get a full turn on to get his shot away.
Charlton players dropped to their haunches when that one went in. It's a cruel blow. Ladapo, as I said, Browning, pretty much the first time he really got into the game, turned Lavelle and shot beyond Walcott.
Yeah, listen, the ball goes into his feet. Just seeing a little replay, so it goes into his feet from Morsey. Can Thomas get across and then get out and help and make the block? Being a bit picky maybe. Can Lavelle affect that first ball up and try and touch it away from him as it comes up? But he can't. And as he takes that big touch inside, can Thomas not just cover inside, but actually advance towards the ball to try and get that block off? Because once it beats the pair of them, it's got too much power for Walcott, and it flashes past into the back of the net. It's been a thoroughly entertaining game.
Charlton allowed Ipswich the time to come forward. They did so.
Listen, look at their bench. They know they were very much on the back foot at 2-2 and struggling. But good sides do find a way to win. That's a great strike from Morsey. There's some real... I'm not making excuses here. I'm not. But when you're asking players to come in, they've barely had any minutes, and you're playing against one of the better sides in the league, we was always going to tire towards the end, and it's been our undoing, I think. We just haven't been able to get tight enough in the last 5 minutes or so. And Ipswich will go away with all 3 points.
And it went through the legs of Thomas, and whether that was unsighted Walcott, that he couldn't get to it. And that's the game over.
It is the game over, but you've got to do, like I said, those last 2 strikes. You know, I always have a look and think, could the centre-half have affected the shot more? Could he have got closer? And the closer you get...
He's got his first Charlton goal. The ball to the back post looked like Inigo was being pulled. I think it might have been Blakey Taylor who got the ball back in. I'll confirm that in a second, but Thomas on hand to get a third for Charlton. Again, it's probably just consolation. Morgan with the free kick, went to the far side. Was Blackett Taylor who got it back in, and Thomas finishes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at their centre-halves and they won't be pleased with themselves either. Has
levelled it up for Charlton with the last seconds of the game. Quite extraordinary. It looked like we were dead and buried. But Charlton had other ideas. Jackson did superbly well. Charlton were patient to get the cross in. It was Albie Morgan who delivered it. And George Dobson heads his back over Christian Walton, who couldn't get there. And quite remarkably, the Addicts are back on level terms.
That's quite appalling from Ipswich Town, to be honest. However, let's not worry about them. George Dobson tells you everything you need to know about us getting the result today. The fella barely ever gets in the opposition box, let alone scores a goal. It's been a thrilling second half. It's been absolutely outstanding to watch, and if you left early, you've missed an absolute cracker.
Good grief. It is something quite special here. Well, it's very rarely I'm lost for words, but I have no idea what's been going on here. The game restarts. Ipswich in possession. Surely there can't be any more drama.
What we'll say is they'll moan their backsides off about we were 2.5 minutes over the 6.
Hold on a sec, they're on the attack. Oh, it's a great block from Sessegnon. And there is the final whistle.